Well, the EPA took a big step today to try to make your drinking water safer. They just implemented national limits on forever chemicals, or PFAS, in water. John Croman takes a closer look at the decision and how lawmakers here are reacting to the move.
For years, Minnesotans have been sounding the alarm on PFAS, and it felt like we were alone in this fight.
State Rep Athena Hollins reacting to a move by the EPA to set national limits on PFAS chemicals in drinking water. 4 parts per trillion for the most common forms of those so-called forever chemicals that have been pervasive in the environment and linked to some forms of cancer.
But it means that for future generations that are moving forward, there's going to be a standard of safety that's kept up.
We at the MPCA will hold responsible parties accountable for pollution as we continue to work with our congressional delegation and the EPA to secure the funding that communities need.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency has been working with communities for years, testing for PFAS in groundwater and setting up plans to remove it using money from the state's historic settlement with 3M. There are 23 communities statewide that won't meet the new EPA standard without new water treatment.
The next steps of the state, we will be reviewing the maximum contaminant levels and engaging with local partners that may need to remove PFAS from drinking water supplies.
Those chemicals were used for decades to make a variety of consumer products more water resistant and stain resistant, and in fire suppression foam. The plumes of groundwater contamination in the East Metro were caused by leaks from chemical dump sites.
We thank them for putting human life before desires of corporations.
Michael Strandy's daughter Amara died from a rare liver cancer last year, 2 months after coming to the Capitol in support of bills banning PFAS from non-essential uses. Her sister Nora was here today.
Thanks to having a PFAS drinking water standard today, millions of people will not have to pay the high cost my family has, both in money, but also in a young life.
The EPA also announced it'll be spending $1 billion to help communities treat PFAS, including $15 million for Minnesota. Governor Walz said today that's a nice start, but nowhere near what it's going to take. At the Capitol, John Croman, KARE 11 News.